travel with flexibility and peace of mind.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday to you wherever you are in the world. Me, I'm Mark, here back in the sun at Zurich International Airport. Familiar sight of an EasyJet. Quick look in the chat. I know I'm early. I'm probably a lot earlier than the thumbnail. I can't decide if it's time adjusted here. It should be 11 o'clock local time, 10 o'clock UK time. So I think if I've done it right, I'm half an hour early, but I've probably done it wrong. Anyway, Keith Cornell, Chigwell's finest in the house. Good morning, Squire. Chipaz 1990, good morning to you, Sam. And Yorkshire Biker, good morning, buddy. A class trio already in the show. Lovely EasyJet on the swizzle. Different position here today. With the local streamer here yesterday as well, Zurich Airport Spotting. I gave him track position on his preferred spot. I went up in the other corner. He's not here today, so I'm here. I think I've got enough on the cord to bring you that sass. The sassy sass. Good morning, Scottish Linda. 9:30 there. Brilliant. Early bird. It's going to be an early finish today, so 12:30 on the nail. I'll be pulling all the plugs and all the rest of it. Whizzing my way back to the hotel to get a shower. I managed to chat them into a late room, so I've got the room till 2 o'clock. So I figured get back there for 1 o'clock, if not sooner. Get showered, get changed, and check in as early as I can. I'm thinking I get access to the Swiss Air Business Lounge, but we'll see. Anyway, Scottish Linda, good morning. Another Linda in the show, Linda Canties, hello to you. That's me and you both. Severely. Oh, loving that, Scottish Linda. Some serious spam, you and Yorkshire Biker. Monty Python would be impressed with that amount of spam. So it looks like we've got, an inbound. In fact, if I get you an outbound, let's see if I can do both in the same shot. Nah, sorry folks. There's a BizJet that is departing runway 28, the crosswind runway. Can you hear me okay as well? Because sound here, as you can tell, there's idling aircraft. It's potluck as the day progresses. Only 30 minutes early, Yorkshire Biker. Makes up for all the times I've been late. Keith Cornell, make a note of that. Anyway, find the right place in the chat. Good morning, Glenn's Aviation Love. How are you doing, pal? Hope all is ship shape. Shaped. I can't get my words out this morning. You're the first people I've spoken to, other than the reception desk when I was chatting them into my late room. So, plane that I think I've got on camera, yep, an A330-300, shortly to depart for New York JFK. I've not seen anything rotate from this spot, but I have used it before, I think, when we were here. Not sure. Anyway, good morning, Hammy. Top of the morning to you, sir, and Craig McLean. Craig, there's definitely a Condor in Celtic tribute parked up round the corner. Whether you're going to get to see it go today, I don't know. Good morning, John, A350. You love it here? I'm loving it here. It's been a win, really. It's not been a viewing rating smash. You normally find when you take your show somewhere else, it doesn't translate in the same kind of thing, but it's so good to see something different. Right, we have something landing on the far side. It's a A340 from Putakuna. There. Hopefully it'll taxi right past us. They seem to put the 380s up at this end. 380s, I keep saying 340, strike that from the record. I've been awake since 3 o'clock, hyper excited about the flight home. Not 60, I'm really 3. So yeah, for the avoidance of doubt, I always knew that was a 340. Unfortunately, my brain wasn't telling my tongue. Oh, give me strength. So back in the chat, good morning Alibi 58 and Jonathan McD. Hope you're both keeping well. Thumbs up to Charlie Newlands, Andy P, and I think I'm caught up. I don't know, Hammy, it's an interesting one. I've noticed it though with other streamers. Not many other streamers take their show on the road, but those who do never get the same numbers they get for their home fixtures. Big Jet TV is probably the exception, although he tends to do a lot of members stuff overseas, doesn't he? But generally speaking, amongst the rest of us, take it elsewhere, you don't tend to match your home numbers. Really something I've understood, if I'm honest. Got to show you this. I think we saw it yesterday. You know I'm biased. But what's coming this way? Anyway, it is what it is. At this channel, we ask the members where they'd like us to spend their money, and then we take the show there, and well, you know the rest. Good morning, Carol Ann. How are you doing? Oh, Andy P says gorgeous in central Scotland. Can I come home in t-shirt then? Well, I'll be wearing a shirt with a collar. I'm travelling biz, you know. Do I own a shirt with a collar? Oh, my freighter. I think this was supposed to come in yesterday. Probably did. From Tashkent. 767. That I remember. They always look disconcerting in plain white. Someone's on the roll. United. United. So departures, just as yesterday, crosswind runway 28, which we'll have a look at in a minute, and runway 14, which is where that aircraft just departed from. Plane in question, also going to New York, Newark, following Swiss Air that went a short while ago. That of course being a 767. Rather than a 330, which is what the Swiss were using. We're going to see that 340. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Alright, I get the hint. But look, this is why I'm excited. DB Bassman's in the show as well. Good morning, DB. I'm scrolling back up the chart. Mark 176, good morning to you. I'm just going out of sequence at the minute. My phone's just taking me slightly behind. So John A350 was my last hello. Deborah Speller, good morning, Debs. Have you got water in that bird bath, Casey? Or is the evaporation done for it? Temperatures you guys have been getting. See if we can get a wave. Ooh. They're going to come to this pier here, aren't they? This one. I saw it here yesterday. Let's see. I'll pick up the chat in a minute. No, is he? No, going a bit further. Sorted that one. Can we get a wave? Oh, that's right. Not quite. Never mind, eh? Never mind. So back to the chat. Let's see who I haven't managed to say hi to yet. Beep beep. Tommy CH1, hello to you in Basel. Lovely to see you. Loving the scene here at Zurich. Good morning, DR. Chip House has got Pegasus out. I think we might see a Pegasus, unless I can finish us even earlier. All right, Glenn. It does feel a bit like I need a freighter. The room was absolute chaos this morning. I'll just let that EasyJet go while I catch up with the chat. And then we're in business. Sorry, Alibi, Yorkshire biker Les Donaldson. Morning, Les. Andy P. and anyone else that was tormented by the sounds that came out of my throat. I just get naturally excited when I see a 340, as does Linda Cooper, with some very tasteful emoji spamming. Good morning, Linda. Hope you're in great shape. Sue Glover, hi to you, Sue. John Ashley, good morning, pal. All is good in Zurich. It's such a great place. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be applying for residency. I'm not sophisticated enough, but it's really something to come and see Switzerland generally, but Zurich and Geneva in particular, even if I spent most of my time at the airport. Good morning, Paul Krasinski. Hello to you, and hi to Dwayne Hughes. Right, let's just see what's what. So it's a bit of a lucky dip when you strike up this early in terms of what might be moving. All the favourite long hauls are in. So over the far side we have Thai. If you don't fancy a bit of Thai today, how about Cathay Pacific? We have got Singapore going out somewhere in the region of, I'd say 11:45 off the top of my head, 11:45. But there might be something else I'm supposed to do at 11:45. Who knows? I'd better start paying attention to the crosswind runway now we're all fired up, introduced. As always, good people, gentle plea for early dropping of a like. Then there's a chance that YouTube might try and promote us with a bit of effort instead of just taking their 30% and doing blow all for it. You have a cracking time, Linda. Lot Lomond, lovely. A shout out as well to Rab H and Abby Garvey. I think they're both at Knock Hill today in different capacities. Is it the British Touring Car Championship today? Okay. Andy P, I love that. You're a master of diplomacy. Your singing makes me laugh. It doesn't make Mrs. PSA laugh. It gets her really cross. Sorry dear if you're listening. I think she might be going round to our Eddie's today for lunch. Right, I think next departure could be a Swiss 220 to Calgary. Can't quite work out the... Oh no, strike that from the record. It's that freighter. I'm just going to put record on, although I won't bother actually, because we're not going to see all of it anyway. So we're going to see a 767 freighter about to take off. I can hear it, I can see the tail. You're going to see the tail in a minute. It's going to come whizzing past. There she is. That's my freighter. Right, we've got a Swiss crossover here. I'm going to try and put them in the same shot. So indulge me. Might fail. Well, ish. Big DC, good morning to you and hi to Emma Garvey. Am I seeing you next week, Emma? Or has Mr. Garvey got the airport duty? Yeah, Chip has. That freighter must have been taking a lot of fresh air, although the pressure, even with trucks on the road, is never drive around empty. So if that has gone up very empty, someone's probably in for a backside kicking. I also think we have Etihad out before midday. No, I thought that was Etihad. It's not. It's the paint job on the ground radar. Oh yes. EBB Neil Seaves, hello to you. Or Sives, sorry. I'm never quite sure if I say your name correctly, and I say a lot of names incorrectly, but it's a real shortfall on my part. So Emma says, Abby, yep, at the touring cars with her dad. Well, it's a nice way to see the cars, isn't it? Decent weather. Oh, you're back at work, are you, Emma? Dad's taxi. I bet you. Has she passed the driving test? I don't think she has. Has she, or I've missed it? Sorry if I've missed that one, Abby. Point I'm building to is you'll be so delighted when your taxi services don't need to be used quite so much. Thank you, Mark 176 LL on their way in. I can't see timestamps on this, but I can see it on flight radar, so I think I've missed the... No, I lie. Yeah, I've missed it because it's an Edelweiss that I can now see coming in. I'm not sure whether we get to see it go. Anyway, next arrival over on the far side is an Edelweiss 320. They were operating the other way around this morning and yesterday evening. I don't know if that is a planned rotation when winds permit. I'm not sure. Anyway, we've gone back to yesterday's settings. Ooh, another United departure. Well done, United. Good morning, Stephen Dawes. How you doing, Stephen? DBs, getting breakfast on. I tried something different today. There's a little supermarket across the way from the airport terminal, and the prices are pretty good. And I was missing familiar things, and I thought, I'm going to see if I can buy some cereal, buy a bowl. I always bring a couple of spare spoons with me anyway. I kind of got there in the end. Managed to get some semi-skim milk. Bought something that looked a bit like porridge oats. Got some bananas and blueberries to chuck in and sweeten the mix. I'll tell you what, went down a treat. Used the last of the tea bags that I'd swiped from the Sheraton Hotel at Brussels. Sun Express on the push I see. Going to Izmir. See, that's one we don't tend to see at Edinburgh or Newcastle. We see a lot of Sun Express, but not anything going to Izmir. Yeah, that's what it was, DR, I think. The words did look a bit like that on the packet. Mrs. PSA was a little bit doubtful. She tends to like to soak them overnight. She wasn't sure if they'd get enough soaking if you want them cold. But they went down their treat. Good morning, Gary at Aviation Action Scotland. Hope you're doing well, pal. So Abs has yet to pass her test yet. Well, she's too busy flying planes and driving horses over fences competitively. No wonder she's learning to fly and the whole, you get the general idea. I think I mentioned that, didn't I? I was looking to see where to point the camera. You know the way it rolls? Ooh, it's heavy over the far side. 777 in from somewhere, I would have thought. Well, the latter's obvious, but I think it's a triple. Right, the Polish carrier lot is just about to drive by us, an Embraer 195 long range. We'll have a look at that because we don't see a lot of lots. See what I did there? At Edinburgh. Or for that matter, Newcastle. So good morning and welcome to anyone that has recently joined the show. If it's your first time with us, I'm Mark, your host. Live till about 12:30 on the nail. About 12:30 on the nail. Phone's even set on my alarm. So about 11:30 UK time. So, but we did start half an hour early, so have to come very light anyway. I haven't brought much with me. I came light on extra power and stuff like that. Save time with the searching, because you have to be searched before you come onto the viewing deck. Well, you have to walk through a portal, one of those metal detectors, and all your electronics and your baggage all goes through a rapid scan. All worth it though. Good morning, Deb08. How are you doing? Jonathan McD, I was trying to look this up last night. Initially I thought Edelweiss only gave access to the Swiss lounge for long haul flights, but I think it might just be the way it was worded. So I am going to do my damnedest to get in the lounge. Ooh. Swiss Air Ambulance. one of the older looking Aegeans parked over there. Picked up from this month's edition of Airliners World, they've bought a couple of 321 XLRs. Apparently they are expanding into India. I always thought if we could get plain sailing aviation big in Japan, we'll be doing all right. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on the lounge thing. For those of you who know what it looks like in a biz lounge, I'm envious. And if you do tell me it's one of those, sorry, but it's not short haul tickets, I'll just cry. See if they take pity on me. Because it also says I've got priority on security, so I assume that means I'm going through fast track, as we call it in the UK. So I'm looking forward to finding all that stuff out. So I think I'm up to date in the chat. If I have missed anybody by chance, sorry about that. I'm going with a slightly different plan today. Phone in my right hand. Striker Condor, inbound. One that Craig will like. I don't think Hammy will. But you can't have everything, can you? I was hoping they'd send one of the gold ones here. I thought that would be the way to go. Good morning, JRS Aviation. Where am I heading? Back to Edinburgh, my friend. So I'll be on the Edelweiss flight at 6 o'clock this evening, if we get away on time. Sadly, as I was saying to members yesterday, I've not got a window seat. I guess those that hadn't been already purchased and selected by those people paying full money. Let's see what's moving there. It's pretty much a full biz section. Well, we know where that one's going. For anyone new to Finnair, it's off to Helsinki. So sadly no window seat. I mean, I can always try and negotiate with my fellow biz person, but I'm pretty certain they've selected a window seat. So JRS is off to Zurich in September. Oh, jealous already, man. Jealous already. Are you Zurich only, or are you going Geneva as well? Anyway, this place is absolutely fantastic. But you knew that when you booked. I think to be able to use a proper spotting terrace, makes such a difference, but you definitely want to get in the door first. Right, lots are on runway 28, the crosswind runway, and I think they're moving on their way to Warsaw. So stand by, folks. Well, I would wave for you, Aviation Action Scotland, but if I can shine a light somehow, I will. But, so, I'm on the port side of the plane, left-hand side if you want to think about it that way. Good morning, Natalie Ellis. How are you doing? Ah, JRS, loving your style. 350 to Zurich. One night in Zurich. Well, makes no odds. Coming back with Swiss on the way back. Now, I'd be interested what your thoughts are here, because I've only gone out with Swiss once from Edinburgh. Last year, me and Eddie came to Zurich to do a couple of shows, went out with Swiss. It was an Edelweiss ticket, but Swiss took us there. Edelweiss brought us back. The Swiss flight wasn't, it was, to be fair, it was Star Alliance Swiss, and I don't know if that has a difference in terms of the crew, but they weren't that friendly, very perfunctory, a bit like flying Air Baltic. Coming back with Edelweiss, staff were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So they are my favourite airline. Hopefully tonight we'll extend that season. Ooh, look what's just popped onto the screen. So Helvetic next to go. They are rolling and they are taking an Embraer 195 to Oslo. There. Condor, Condor, start the wave. I'm out of the chat, so I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to try and get back in. I'll have to go in. Hate YouTube sometimes. Good morning, Alan Lee. In the chat going bottom up, so good morning, Laura. How are you doing, Foxy B? Alan Lee, thank you so much for your continued kind support of Plain Sailing Aviation. Super chat, gratefully appreciated. Straight into the pot for Hamburg. Or a little bit of Aberdeen. I'm not quite sure where we are with the books, but either which way, it's going to help bring us something good. Thank you, pal. Right, so I'm going bottom up now. I'm going to try that. Yeah, I thought you'd like that, Aviation Action Scotland. Jamie Miller, how are you doing, my friend? I'll tell you what, Jamie Miller, let's try and double up on the... No, it doesn't quite work, does it? Edelweiss and Condor. Ultimate's rolling. I want to say rolling. It's rolled. I'll let him go. Getting quite full on the terrace. Good morning, Polar Beer. How you doing, mate? Right, I think I'm caught up after being thrown out on my own show. Alibi 58, member for 28 months. Thank you so much, my friend. As yesterday and Geneva, we're definitely going to not run fireworks. I don't think temperatures are such a problem today, but travel light. Anyway, awesome support, mate. Super 5-star mod, great friend of the channel. Been with us since the beginning. Got the t-shirt, got the book. Probably get a starring role in PSA the movie in association with the 5-star mod squad. Well, I'm getting a bit of Jet A1 and a bit of something else that just smells like lubricating oil. Good morning, Nell. Let's give you a bit more of that. Ooh, bit of a teaser. Right, let's have a little look. See, at least here I can see if the tail fin is moving along the crosswind runway. So we've got a Swiss 321 Neo on its way to Dublin. And hey, my flight radar is lagging. I've got that about 400 yards back. Ooh, big Swiss 777. There's a whole bunch of heavies due out about now-ish, actually, I think. So again, getting a bit hazy up there, isn't it? Just leaving. Sorry about my indecisiveness. Just too excited. I can hear the Pointer Sisters in my head, but not going to open up. No sing emoji has been deployed, and as it's Sunday, I'm going to respect it. No, Les. Those kind of gigs, way out of. Oh no, there's a Pegasus pinging. I do hope we can see it. Good morning, Darren Smith. I'm HBJHC, and I like it. Actually, I'm going to go back up here. I can't help myself. I always say I'm not going to do something and then do it 2 minutes later. See, I think it's all those heavies that are due in around 11. Never mind, eh? Crikey, 100 likes are up. Thank you, Les Donaldson. Thank you, everybody that has tickled the like for us. Massive support, really appreciate that. We're rocking and rolling. 100 is up. Let's go for a little drive, although I'm trying to find a bit of clear track at the minute. Viewing balcony is, for the time of day, probably twice as busy as it was yesterday. Right, somebody's rolling, let's have that. Weather conditions, I think the forecast is for something in the region of mid-20s. It's definitely cooler than it was yesterday. I put the brolly on the camera. Oh, wait on a minute. Some things lit up the show. Craig McLean, you legend. You've already been in your pocket plenty on this trip. Gifting 5 memberships. Awesome support, my friend. And those have landed with, let me just check I'm not going to get a telescope. AJ Sim, Heathrow Live, KJH, John Parker. Did I miss somebody? No, that's it. Anyway, welcome aboard, Craig. Mega. Truly mega, mate. Where shall we go? Got a closer view of the tower here. Let's just take a quick still for possible use in a quiz. It's a better picture than the last one I had, so I froze you momentarily. Now, if this doesn't get used in a quiz, I'll just have one of my notorious changes of heart. Dwayne Hughes, thank you so much, my friend. Really kind super chat. Love our Sunday mornings. Me too. Best day of the week for plane spotting. I don't think there's a worse day of the week in thinking about it, but you know what I mean. Right, need to find you some other stuff to look at. So, biz jets, let's just do a bit of that. They're all lined up. Gentlemen, start your engines. Ooh, that looks quite nice. I think that is my personal favourite. Looks a little bit, colour scheme wise, like Fantastic Max's plane, does it not? Yes, I did, Jamie, but I need to watch it again because I was snatching time on my phone while I was waiting and it kept glitching. You did well there. You did well. That'd have got me out of the house. Well, if I live where you live. No, so I'm a bit behind on Facebook, so I've tried dialing in where I can. Far side, we've got a Swiss inbound from Budapest. An A320. Just to see if we can catch it. Or have I missed it? I've missed it. Too slow. So where else should we go? Ooh, what's that? That looks interesting. You see, you really have to get your eye in. It can take a little while. The haze might... Oh yes, is that an orange condor? A yellow one? Yellow one, I think. Oh, is it this? Or is it that? What do you reckon, chap? What would you like to see more of? What would you like to see less of? Good morning, Tony Rivers. And Sue Cruz, hello to you both. Tony says, the green condor reminds him of Pacers. Remember Pacers? I don't, no disrespect to everybody that likes the green. I'm just not so hot. I like them all. Oops, somebody's rolling. Although, I wonder if it's a bizjet. I can't see any tail moving. Oh no, it's not. Sun Express. I guess that'll be the Izmir departure that we saw taxiing 20 minutes ago. No, but I just like the gold one. Like the red one. Quite like the yellow one. Like the blue one, although I think they might do blue in 2 shades. Let's see what the chat says anyway about this. So Andy P, Nell, Foxy B showing the love for the Condor. Hammy, Andy P, Yorkshire Biker, Tony Rivers, all members of the Pegasus Massive. I can't get the words out with my excitement. Pegasus Massive. That's a tongue twister. Good morning, Alexander Wood. Scottish Linda Pegasus, Natalie Alice, Celeste Donaldson, Jonathan McD. Looks like we're staying with the Pegasus. I can't find a way of fixing it. SE Aviation and Chipaz 1992. It just shows you. The court of public opinion can be wrong. Ooh, Iberia. Now, the special livery towards the back of the plane is a region, province in Spain. Wherever Santander is, that's the region that's being promoted with the artwork that you're going to see on the back. God bless you, Linda Canties. A massive 10 gifted memberships to splash the chat. Splashed it. Thank you so much, Linda. Awesome support. Who got? Should we have a look? Ilya Folov, Mark Tomlinson, Dino Sanders, Eve Shan. Oh, that's a good one, because Eve has donated to us over the last 2 days. Our Swiss friend. Excellent. Grace, Tim Gardner, Coochie W, Julie Stevens, Adam TB738 and Ian Cow. The artwork, believe it or not, is on the opposite side of the plane. Tight arses. Why only on one side? Good morning, Sue Rawlingson. Come on, Iberia, show the port side. Slow me down. I don't think we're going to get the site, are we? It's not their greatest work of art, to be fair. Let's see if I can get you out a better bit. Just about make it out. We should see that before we finish. So I think the next departure from runway 28, the crosswind runway, is a little Cessna 172P Skyhawk. Too far tarsy to chase, so I'm going to stay with Air Europa. That Skyhawk will be well skybound before I find it. Potty mouth, says Hammy. I thought you liked potty mouth, Mark. Oh dear. Sorry, team. Came from the heart, not the head. Saving my brain power for later. So, Natalie Alice, Foxy B and Les. I've got KLM's emoji in action, so let's go there. Shall we get a wave? Probably too busy looking for his parking spot anyway. Lens Aviation Love, you legend, gifting, sorry the noise is probably drowning me a bit, 5 gifted memberships to the channel, awesome stuff. Who got those? J-Ro Ruder, we know J-Ro, Carl Beaumont, DGB Planes, Ryan, and I Wish I Could Fly. I wished I could fly right up to the sky, but I can't. You can. I can't. Remember that? Might not have sounded exactly like that, but not so much singing, rhythmic chanting. Yeah, my flight radar was a bit stodgy initially, Alexandra, but it's settled down a bit now. Right, next departure, another Sun Express. This one to Ankara. Oh, we don't see many of those departures. Isn't Ankara the actual political capital of Turkey? I always tend to think about the capital being Istanbul, but of course capitals get moved about. Ooh, Etihad. Ooh. Dwayne, what day are you departing? That's the thing you've got to tell them. Well, I missed that one. Too busy looking at the Etihad and the chart. Oh dear. So this kindness has been well received, but scrambled my head. Yeah, Dwayne, if you let folks know, someone will get, and if you, I don't know if you do Facebook or not, the other way around it is join the Edinburgh Spotters Facebook group, because people tend to be up there a lot. Someone will see it. If it falls within our window, it'll be beyond good fun to catch it, but you need to be going Sunday morning to have a dead cert chance. Aer Lingus pushing back, although we are doing quite a lot this bank holiday weekend, hold that thought. But before then, we do have Aberdeen, Thursday and Friday. Thumbnails are out. So if you like your choppers, you like your props, and you like your jets all mixed up, you'll be in the right place. Oh yes, Les has got it. Ooh, I think I'm going to sit in my favourite chair. What I mean by that is that, well, look at my favourite chair. So as always folks, please do drop us a like, give us a chance with YouTube. It's only a short show today, so only 1 hour and 8 minutes left of today's broadcast. Aegean on the push. Air Europa shortly to depart from Madrid with their 737. Just lining up at the minute, so we'll just watch this dance of taxiing aircraft. I must say I'm quite taken with the chair. Right, that sounds like Air Europa are rolling. And he says, Pegasus lining up. He's right, you know. Off to Antalya, an A320neo. Sorry, Nell. Definitely no more singing, humming, or other sounds that could be disturbing, especially to smaller children and animals, or people with educated eardrums. Any of those. Oh, Alibi's also slapped the no sing sticker on me. Gordon Bennett, it's like getting a parking ticket. I've been nailed. So yeah, Yorkshire biker Jonathan McD, Orville and, oh my lord, I've got most of it. Keith somebody, but I can't think who. Hammy, it sounded nothing like that. I bet you've got the record. So you're probably right. Anyway, let's get back to it. Yeah, you don't see as many of the old Aegean livery. We get the odd one, don't we, at Edinburgh and sometimes Newcastle. Checking out all that Pegasus spam. Glenn, I think I'm going to have to fact check your post about my flight being delayed. Ooh, is this my one? I think it might be. Make sure you give her a good hoovering. I've let the Euro wings go. Nothing competes with an Edelweiss 350. So where do we get to? Some of this emoji spamming for Pegasus is way out of hand. So what we've got, Hammy, Les, Craig, Deb08, Natalie, Alice, Yorkshire Biker, good morning Lowlander. Nell, you might be in a minority of one. Oh, Tony Rivers also spamming away. Alibi, yeah, Tony Rivers, definitely a Pegasus telescope, but I'm going to say that was editor's prerogative. Edelweiss one shot. So, force majeure, my dear. Ooh, saw this earlier. Never seen it before. Air Montenegro. An Embraer. I think it's a 190. I'd like to say it's a 190. 195 long range. Never let me measure you up for your clothes. Be a terrible fit. Chipaz with Pegasus spam too. Yeah, too much with that. More Pegasus, no, less Pegasus, more Condor, more Edelweiss. Tony Rivers, never give up on a good thing, especially if it makes you happy. Oh dear, I told you I forget what I've said. There you go, I said I wouldn't sing. A bit hazy, but yeah, I think that might be, I don't know if it's my favourite or not. Oh, that one is Helping Hands from Edelweiss. There's Chair, it's up to answer the door. I'm going to go back to that Air Montenegro. Can't track after it. The whole of the balcony is full of people. But there's the reason for my Pegasus telescope, and it's coming our way, and I couldn't be more excited. Make sure you give the windows an extra good wipe. That'll be seat 3A that has the window. I'm C. Good morning, John McCabe. How are you doing, my friend? Good morning, John McKenzie. John's had to reach for the caps. That's how important it is to stop. I'm going to stop. I am, but I am a bit lightheaded. Ian Finley, good morning to you, pal. Oh no, mine's 3 hours out, is it? Oh, stand down. I thought that was them both in now. See, there's a lot more flies here today. Thank you, Jonathan McD. It was Keith Harris and Orville. Turkish 330. I think it is. Etihad shortly to go, but we're going to go back to the Edelweiss 350. I think the one I'm flying on tonight, it started out with LATAM, but also did a tour with Qatar Airways on lease. Etihad are rolling. Nice looking biz jet, hold the thought. Cramping my shot, my friend. Thank you. Well, I got most of it. So, where do we get to? Good morning, Hannah. Hello to you, and massive hello to anyone else that's joined the show. Welcome to Zurich. I'm Mark, if you didn't already know that. As always, please do drop us that like, keep us pumping with YouTube, but settle yourself down. Caffeinated drink of choice, not really a show for zero caffeine. One for another day, that one. Oh, Chipaz, you'd love that, wouldn't you? If there was some kind of swap out. I wonder what Biz is like with Pegasus. Do they have a Biz? Right, Summit's rolling on the crosswind runway. Aer Lingus almost certainly going to Dublin for their 320. Ooh, BizJet alert. Okay, where to put us? Just going to put you there for the minute. See a bit of ground activity while I just check to see what's likely to be launching next. Aegean off to Zurich. Oh, Zurich, they're in Zurich, off to Athens. Got my phone in my right hand. Panning with the left, trying to look at flight radar at the Corner of my eye. I've chosen to believe the weather forecast today and not expect any risk of precipitation. I don't think they've given it any kind of score. Let's go long for a second while I quickly catch up with the chat. I'm going to go bottom up because I was a little bit away for a bit. Make sure I've not missed anybody. Oh, Keith Cornell, that will be very cool. Oh, Summit Big's rolling. It's that Turkish A330 on its way to Istanbul. You can see it, it's coming your way, and there you go. Okay, Blazy by. Let me quickly have a look around. I'm going to put you over there just for the minute. I'll take stock of the opportunities. Next departure from runway 28, the runway that you've just watched in action, is that Air Montenegro Embraer E195 long range. Just about to line up. Loving that Turkish delight emoji spamming. Foxy B, Craig McLean, Yorkshire Biker, Nell, Alexandra too. Right, water break. Sun is just getting a bit fierce. I don't think that Embraer's moving just yet. So unbelievably, we're 7 minutes into the final hour of the show. Short and sweet today. Going to wait for that Embraer. It's moving, I think, very slowly on my flight radar. Thank you, Alexandra. That will be followed by an Air France A220 off to Paris Charles de Gaulle. That's number 2 to go. Now this will get up smartly, as Embraers do. What you reckon, folks, but I think that's pretty good looking. Kind of half reminds me the fuselage of that Nordic Airlines or Airways. Gone bust now, but well, the young ones are as excited as I am. Air France moving. I Thought I heard a bit of noise pick up. According to flight radar, for me at least, it's static. No, it's moving. It's moving. Oh, pilot wave. I couldn't quite see in the glare. Well done, Swiss. Capitan. I got some of it. I think I'm going to have to refresh my flight radar. It definitely is lagging again. Not the kind of lagging that you do your pipes with. Is that a quick circle of death now? Siobhan, Neil, how's that foot? Siobhan did something really cool. She's been off to a balloon festival in Northamptonshire. Looked a lot of fun. Not something I've done before. So next to go is a Biz. It's a Bizjet. What kind of Bizjet? Is it that one that we saw a short while ago? Yeah, an Embraer Legacy 600. Pretty exquisite. Off to Biarritz. But it's going to go up smartly, isn't it? It's going to be hard to track that one. Back two Bizjets, back to back. We've got an Air Independence Bombardier Challenger 604 snuck in behind it. And I think it's got Edelweiss, an A350 perhaps, coming round the corner. Let's just toggle you there. Yeah, yeah, baby. No, it's 340. Oh, yes. Still makes me happy. Oh, blinking there. I missed it. To be fair, I was entranced. Stick your 340s in here. Loads of room. I'm just going to let the rest of the crosswind action make its move. I'll stay with this for the minute, if you don't mind. Yeah, Les, I'll set that one on the chin. Guilty as charged. I'll get the next one, that Challenger 604. That's 10, I'll get the beers in. I'll get the next ones in. Good morning, Daniel Watkins. Ooh, I'm very impressed, Siobhan. Join the ballooning team. Ooh, Air Baltic. Give me a bit of line. So 45 minutes of the show left. It's my solemn duty to report, but I think there's still plenty to see, so that's all good. Is that right, Ian Finley? Very cool. Can you put the link in there? Is it possible to put the link in? If you email it me, I'll put it back out as a members post. I missed that 604. It came out from behind the terminal anyway. I got zip chance of seeing it. Yeah, if you email it me, Ian, I'll put it out as a members post as well. That sounds a lot of fun. I wonder if I can use the onboard Wi-Fi to watch my own departure. Who knows? Right. Thank you, Alexandra, for trying so hard to prevent me from stuffing up with Runway 28. But I'm on to the next one. Chair. We're off to Mallorca with an A320. I'll tell you what I have discovered here. They've got an Edelweiss cafe, believe it or not. Before you ask, I haven't eaten there, I never had the time. Fast moving Swiss 330. Got the curtains roll. I've missed the chair! Oh, for God's sake! Oh, I love the distractions here. As soon as I saw this, that was me done. It's not my favourite heavy either. Right, let's have a bit of this. Just one of these airports that sort of goes quiet for a bit, and then all of a sudden 3 or 4 things are all moving at the same time, which is exactly why we're here. I think in this month's Airliners World, I don't think I know, there is a top 10 best places to spot in Europe. And I'm really delighted to see that we've been to a good number with plain sailing aviation. Zurich a couple of times. I think Geneva's in that list. Not entirely sure. Madrid certainly is. Brussels certainly is. Amsterdam certainly is. Heathrow must be in there. Anyway, the point is, ooh, heavy departure, a Swiss 340. Just checking to see if my very tall friend that got into the shop with the Etihad departure is back again. Is that right, Les? 5 so far? You've got to have your 5 a day. Definitely. I think we might record that one. Helvetic cut in the shot. David Smart, good morning to you, pal. They've only got 2 in service, is my understanding at the minute. They've purchased 6 in total, but only 2, I think, are in service. Sounds to be corrected by the charts. So, plenty of the 340s, and obviously the one on shot is a Swiss version. So, Edelweiss 340 there, and another one there. I'm not sure to what extent whether they've retired 2 of the 340s. Now they've got the 350s in service. Looks like American Airlines are on their way out, and I think they are going to be going from runway 28. looking at the track. Oh, there's me thinking that was going. Wishful thinking. Scottish Linda, God bless you. 16 months milestone up. It's been a fun time. Love EDI? Definitely. Home. Anyway, let's get you in the boat. No fireworks, as you know, but much love for all the support and appreciation you give us. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Good morning, Rick Lee. How are you doing, pal? Alexandra, I've just seen you ahead of me on that American Airlines departure. Ace stuff. Well, it's a wall of yellow. Wall of yellow. Craig McLean, Chipaz, Hammy, Jonathan McD, Les Donaldson. American might be on their takeoff roll, so I'd better get to it. Who else is painting the town yellow? Jonathan McD, Natalie Alice, Scottish Linda, Tony Rivers with more, and Hen Air. It's 3 months with plain sailing aviation as we go to the action. Great to have you with us, Hen Air. Beautiful. Bit like with the Edinburgh show, this is also off to Philadelphia. In fact, it's similar. No, it's not the same slot time at all. Right, public demand, court of public opinion wants that. Looks a mean critter to me. Tell what, folks, I really could have done with a behind the scenes camera today, because I think it would give you a right laugh watching me take this down. Good morning 01 Mike D, and good morning Rupert at Fast as Funk. You're right, Nell. Ugly is as ugly does, and in my eyes that's a pug. Now, don't be throwing stones at me, those of you that love it. All about honest and sincere, respectful opinions. Right, now moving on the crosswind runway, yeah? Let's just see what's likely to be. See if I can multitask. Ah, you see, Rupert, multitasking, it's the way to go. Right, you've had enough of that, Pegasus. I tell you what though, Fast as Funk, Geneva is one hell of a live stream playground, is it not? At least I've done it once. Good morning, Carl Shield. I have to say, Helvetic are the champions of waves. They were definitely best of breed yesterday. Right, what's happening there? I think we've got a Swiss 320 off to Tirana from runway 28. In the meantime, I'm going to see if I can exchange greetings with the captain of this plane. Cathay Pacific is now tracking across the runway. I think I failed. I did mention Cathay, didn't I? There's one for you, John Mackenzie. Ooh, we're staying in the Far East. That's why on the move too. Sadly, they're going to be outside of our run time. If memory serves me correctly, due out from around 1:30 or thereabouts. So it's nice to see them moving. Let's go back to the Thai. Less pillar in view stuff. Talk about being led by the nose. Bam. Well, Fast as Funk, I'm looking forward to your next stream. I've got my notifications set, locked and loaded. Being retired, I've got no excuse for missing it. Every time I take the trip overseas, I come home with much to ponder. I really do. Last year, coming back from Zurich, Eddie and I never shut up all the way back. And I wish you'd seen, I think there's a Pegasus that's just landed at the other end. Sorry I missed that team. I got to take the long road. But yeah, you have much to ponder. And Geneva gave me much to ponder. I kept thinking, what would it be like with all snow on those mountains? So, I don't know. I almost feel like chancing it in December. Early December. Not that brave. Faster than I can zoom out, but I got it, some of it. Not necessarily in the right order. Stop showing off calf shield. You'll be happy in Dublin then. I don't know how you fix though for the old A340s. As much as I'm looking forward to the 350 tonight, if they pulled the switch on us like they did a few weeks ago, I don't know, last minute tech issue, and they said you've got to go on a 340. As much as I want to go on the 350, I'd still be coming home with a big smile. Tony, less of the militancy. Ooh. You probably do, you need a more attentive cameraman. Air Croatia have just snuck out. What I suspect is, sorry now, probably a dash. We did say it'd be telescope Mageddon. Right, I'm on the next one. Roughly to Frankfurt. Don't worry, Alexandra, I'm locked and loaded. Crikey, that's not hanging about. This is where you get distracted. Instead of keeping the camera in 2 or 3 zones, I just want to keep driving it. So where is we? That's great English. 12 o'clock. Tell you what, I had one of those moments of hilarity that I seem to be able to just do at the drop of a hat without trying. And we'll get this Lufthansa departure and I'll share the rest of the story. So behind the viewing deck here is a big restaurant, massive one actually, or very big. Got myself some bratwurst and chips last night. Really felt the need, and I tell you what, it was a huge pile of chips. I know airport food can be a bit overpriced, but I was proper full. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to tell you. When I was paying for it, the lady that served me, I thought she speaks really good English. I mean, really good English. So I said, oh, may I compliment you on your English? I said, you speak better English than I do. She said, well, I am English. Oh dear. At Nottingham University. Her parents are both teachers working in Switzerland, and she comes back here for the summer with them because she can make better money doing summer jobs here than she can back in the UK. But yeah, no wonder she spoke such good English. Probably wondered where I was from. Ooh, right. Cheerfully noted, Alexandra, Pegasus departure to Istanbul. 3:21. I think it's winding up. Titanic, hello to you. I'm something of a cultural attaché, Laura. It's a standing joke in our house. There we go. Peggy rolling. Bit of a cultural attaché. It's a job I never had that I probably should have had. Of course, if you went to the other end of the spectrum, when I was in the supermarket last night trying to buy skim milk, which they didn't seem to have, but I was having a lot of trouble explaining what I wanted. So they went and fetched somebody out of the stock room who could speak a bit of English. We kind of got there in the end, but of course it was essential for my porridge and fruit lash up that I had for breakfast this morning. Seems they don't do skim milk, or it doesn't translate. Full fat, half fat, how about no fat? Not so much. So Alexandra, what are you sending my way next? Let's have a look. What am I getting? Peggy Rowling. It could have been a pop star, Les. I'm still waiting for my first musical contract. At the age of 60. So 25 minutes till we pull the plug. Just going to put you back on the BizJets. Ooh. I don't know if I can hear something. I can't see it on flight radar. Just going to put you there while I check. No. Oh, I don't know. Might be a short departure on a short runway from the Helvetic Embraer 195 to... Oh no, it's an inbound, ignore me. Ignore me. Good thing I'm not working in ATC is that Iberia, with a special livery, it really doesn't want to show it, does it? It's gone shy. On the opposite flank, port side, is a livery promoting that region of Spain where Santander is. But I can't remember. Bring your notes to work next time, Mark. I think you're right, Craig. I think you're right. Now, Tony Rivers, what have I ever done to you? No time to list everything. No time to list it. It's Sunday. It's their forgiveness at this hallowed venue that is Zurich International Airport. So if you've just joined us, I'm Mark, bringing the show home, finishing in, not literally home, finishing at 12:30. Hoping to get in the Swiss lounge to kill a bit of time, see how many souvenirs I can swipe. Only kidding. So you will get to see its special livery when it takes off, it would appear. I reckon you're right, Alibi. I like to think of myself as the Tommy Cooper of live streaming. No, Tony, that wasn't an invitation to start listing things. Even me. So, I think we've got a roll-off. If I just refresh it. No? I don't know. I guess we haven't. So I was excitable there. I thought something was about to take off. Ooh, Jet A1, my favourite fragrance. Good morning, SMAC Aviation. Well, good afternoon here, but of course it is late morning for you in the UK. Craig McLean. Have I streamed that one to members before? Me begging for approval. I just keep selling it as a total upside. I'm on defeat, that kind of thing. I don't know if I'm being asked about the Newcastle game by Carl, but definitely not. I'm out to look for football at the minute. Leicester got beat yesterday, I understand. Just for a change. We got looks to me like Air Baltic might be off to Bucharest. Is that what you make it, Alexandra? Good morning, Kevin Stanhope. Welcome to the show, my friend. Keith Gunnell, thank you so much as well for your good wishes. And thanks for watching, buddy. AJet on the way out. Yeah, I'll carry on with her. Just like that. Not sure what this is. Helvetic, perhaps? No clue. Ooh. All you that like green and white? A piece of that. Right, next to go from runway 28, the Cessna Citation XLS, soft to Charnier. Good morning, Nick Gray. How you doing? Oh no, belay that. Thank you, Alexandra. An A-Jet's possibly going next. Although the A-Jet is still turning the corner. Feels a bit like me with this broadcast, really. Always turning a corner. All that love for Condor. Sorry, I'm busy with the chat. The plane keeps moving. Yeah, that BizJet, I'm not going to chase that. It was well airborne. Looked like a rocket. Good riddance, says Les. No way, man. Look at that. What's not to like? That's it, Natalie Alice. Throw some class in there. SMAC Aviation, U2, Foxy B, Alexandra Wood, more Foxy B, more Natalie Alice, more Andy P. The verdict's clear. Condor is cooler than Pegasus. Oh, Swiss Star Alliance. Just eking out behind the Edelweiss 340. I think I've just got time to get my act together ahead of the Helvetic departure. Time check, 1214. Oh no, Les has reached for the paintbrush, slapped a bit of yellow on it. Sounds like a Pegasus livery designer. I'll just dash some yellow on it. Might go around. I've let the departure go for this. Looks like a go around to me. That's my arc exhausted. Yeah, pretty sure that's a go around. Do confirm though, chap. Now the stripy look, the hoops. That's what gives it the edge. Sadly, we don't see those at Edinburgh or Newcastle, so it's a shame. Although Craig, I wouldn't necessarily concur that everything could be better in green and white. Other colours are available. Crikey, that sun has come out with a vengeance, as you can probably tell from the fuselage. Thank you, Natalie Alice. That was in fact a go around. Alibi 58 confirming Alexandra Wood, Les Donaldson, nifty. Craig McLean too. Right, we are going to see, or so I'm shouting to the mic, the noise around me is just building up again. We should get to see that Iberia special livery this time. There it is. One special livery, back to another. Unless you want that. Good morning, Richard. To be fair, I would have loved a blue and white one for the shops. That really would be good. You get a lot more of these at Frankfurt, of course, and Dusseldorf to a lesser extent. Right, Alexandra, what we got next? A-Jet, ready for blast off. Yeah, too many telescopes. Some of them editor's choice, it has to be said, because you can't put the camera on two things. Sometimes multitask mayhem, and several rank incompetent. So take your pick really, there's something for everybody. Right, we're rolling with the A-Jet. Oh, Singapore are on their way out. Please, 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 get your finger out. That, hopefully, will be our closeout plane. "16 more likes," says Alibi to 200. Let's call that final call on likes. 11 minutes or so of the show left. If you're in the show and you get to drop us a like, it's the kind of support that does go a long way. But either which way, it's been a fantastic effort. Thank you to everyone that has watched, liked, subscribed. Thank you to all our members for making all this possible, and all those who've supported us financially in more elevated ways. We'll do credits in a minute as well. Right, that's my phone vibrating to say, think about winding up. Once I'm in the Biz Lounge, if I can talk my way in, I might do a very short upload for members, just quickly, discreetly have a little circulate with the camera. Well, not film the people in there, but you know what I mean. I'm going to film myself sitting in there, but I'll check for courtesy. Chipaz, thank you buddy. I'm so glad, the feedback's been really good and viewing numbers have been really good today. Last couple of days not so good, but that's not really been the point. We don't take the show overseas for that, we take it for your enjoyment. I'm enjoying doing it, so I'm not as heroic as I'm making myself sound, but nearly got it. It's a bit like going to Aberdeen next week. Just got to mix it up a bit. Because before you know it, we'll be on winter timetable. EasyJet are moving. Sorry, I didn't put the EasyJet emoji back in. Oh, we're cream crackered. Screen's gone green. What have I missed? Yorkshire Biker, another great friend to our channel, gifting 5 memberships. Awesome support, buddy. Awesome support. Let's find where they are. So they went to Mr. Super Fox. Quite like that. I wonder if they are a Leicester fan. Although, as you know, I've kind of lost the love. I'm impressed if others haven't. Or perhaps Super Fox is just Super Foxy. Bill Steinhardt, Davey, Dan X, ZB, Gary R. I think that's all 5. Fantastic to have you with us. Is that 9 telescopes already, Les? I demand a recount. Let the good times roll. Right, I'm going to wait for this Star Alliance 320 to come my way. It's definitely rolling. If you're wondering why I've given you an empty view. So plane at the end of the shot, we're going to finish with. Right, there's the 320. You can probably hear it. Not that one. That one. Uh-oh. What's that going? I'm sure that's due out at... Oh, let's check the time on that. Maybe I've confused myself. Just bear with me, team. I'm just wanting to check something. I wasn't expecting Singapore to make a right. But perhaps that's naivety on my part. I've noticed today and yesterday no Air Canada. I don't know if they've got industrial action. Well, they just don't come here at weekends. Hey up, Michelle Johnson. Yeah, flying home later today. Depart here at 5 to 5 local time. I've got a post out with all the flight details. 5 to 5 local time. So what would that be? 5 to 4 your time. Strikes, says Chipaz. Thanks for that. It did seem odd. So we'd have had some gaps if we'd streamed from Edinburgh today as well. So quickly check. Yeah, I think that Singapore is napped. So that makes life easier, I think. Just check nothing else is imminent of sexy value. We have a VistaJet America departing to Milan, rolling now. Let's see if I can get it, and then we'll do credits, tributes, and close the show. There was a 350 that went out just after I finished yesterday, so I filmed it for members. I'll do that as a separate clip. That's my police escort. Nice one, Alibi. Thanks for posting the link for the cameras, and thank you, Ian Finley, for even telling us about it. That's going to be a regular thing for me now. I thought that BizJet was rolling. I can hear it, I think. No, it's a stripy condor that was going first. Sorry, Alexandra, if you... I knew I could hear something. At least we got to see the green one go. Okay, let's wrap things up. So where do we get to? I don't think my notes are up to date. If I've missed anything here, I do apologise. I'll pick it up later, but looks typical Mark stuff here. So massive thank you to the moderators team, Alibi 58, Nell W, Les Donaldson, no Rab today of course, Alexandra Wood, God bless you, Dopey Gulp still on his holes. Anyway, thank you so much, great teamwork over the 3 shows, and it is a team sport this. I'm watching for that BizJet because I think it's not moving on my screen. Let's have Tap Air Portugal. Anyway, team sport. Up a bit, down a bit, left a bit. Anyway, today, thank you so much, Alan Lee, for your super chat. Very generous super chat. great friend as you are to us. Alibi 58, joined that top of the tree 28 month. Well, I've got some of it. That's not what I thought was going either. I've obviously clicked on the wrong icon. Anyway. Craig McLean, you also sent a membership yesterday after I went off air, didn't you, you rascal? So Craig McLean has gifted us 6 memberships with this one. Thank you so much. Went to Morfelden Tower. Above and beyond, mate. Above and beyond. Anyway, where had I got to? So, thank yous as well. That's Craig for his 6. Dwayne Hughes for his very kind super chat. Linda Cantis blew me away with an amazing 10 gifties. Thank you, Linda. Len's Aviation Love continued the mojo with a generous and kind gift of 5 memberships. Great friends of the channel, one and all. Scottish Linda, another channel legend, celebrated 16 months and hopefully will be co-hosting with Linda Cooper a Linda's Takeover show before the month is out. Hen Air celebrated 3 months with the channel. And Yorkshire Biker very generously and kindly gifted 5 memberships. 200 likes up, says Alibi. I'm going to see if I can go to camera, and then in the meantime, if there's anything that you want, literally. Hang on, what's that happening there? Oh no, I thought I'm going to let the plane go in the background. We're in the wind-up phase, so let me just see if I can go to camera with a reasonable backdrop. It's going to be on the lilt again. It's going to be yesterday reprised, isn't it? Oh, Mark. Should have thought about this. So do it slightly differently. I look like some kind of tourist, don't I? I guess I am, really. Thank you everybody that's been part of this. I mean, it really is a proper team effort that has brought us out here to Geneva and Zurich. Members, donors, friends, supporters, you're absolutely fantastic. A superb plane is coming behind me. I think we've got a wave as well. It's the Edelweiss in Helping Hands trim, if I can just share the camera, if my fat head will permit it. I'm going to start pulling bits down, but I'm going to leave the stream up for this to go. That's the plane we're going to finish on. I think that's the right way to do it. Where are we now? Actually, I'll start pulling things to bits, and if I run out of time, you'll know. But I've got things I can take to bits before I get to that phase. So I'm going to say goodbye to the chat. So we're due to you. Mods, you're totally in charge now. HGC, I don't know if I said hi to HGC actually this morning. My head's a shed. Anyway, hi HGC. Just checking I ain't missed anybody else. You lot are superb. Right, I'm going to get the other way around. Members, I'll try and post you something if I get into the lounge, and if I don't, I'll post you from somewhere else if I can. We might get that. Let's see. I'm going to pivot it around. But like I say, I'm going to be out of the chat. I'll still be on mic. Can't help myself. I miss them when I don't want to miss them. Actually, I'm going to let it go. I've changed my mind. I've chickened out. I've only got my hotel room till 2 o'clock. So I'm going to sign out now, team. Love you to bits. See you soon. Bye-bye.